Fair use. Grief One Day at a Time. 365 Meditations to Help You Heal After Loss by Alan D. Wolfett, PhD. August 26. If someone listens or stretches out a hand or whispers a kind word of encouragement or attempts to understand a lonely person, extraordinary things begin to happen. A quote from Loretta Gerzadis. Bearing witness to another's grief is a gift beyond measure. The smallest gesture can have a profound healing effect. We exist in relation to other people. Our social connections give our lives meaning. Studies have shown that people who are in solitary confinement for long periods of time begin to hallucinate. Other people, their brains literally invent others to coexist and communicate with. We can reach out to other people in small ways, and when other people reach out to us, we must learn to gratefully accept. It is at the points of connection that extraordinary things begin to happen. The meditation reads, "When I connect with other caring human beings, extraordinary things begin to happen." August 27th. The joy may be diminished now, but I am still alive to be more joyful ahead. A quote from Ankim Nithar Kumar. Our joy is surely diminished now, but we are still alive. And if we've learned anything about life, it's that it's constantly changing, often in unpredictable ways. Our lives are how they are right now. They're full of pain and suffering, but they'll be different in the future. We can't predict all the ways in which our lives will change, but we can count on them being different. We can also set a course for more love and joy ahead by claiming our intention to heal and by actively exploring and expressing our grief. As long as there is life, there is possibility. The meditation reads, "My joy is diminished now, but I am still alive to experience more joy, love, and meaning in the days ahead." August 28th. I feel like a part of my soul has loved you since the beginning of everything. Maybe we're from the same star. A quote from Emery Allen. With one or sometimes a few special people in our lives, we share profoundly close bonds. We sometimes say we are soulmates with these people. Such relationships may be between lovers, friends, or family members. When a soulmate dies, our grief is especially hard. We understood, opened fully to, served, and challenged each other. We were the heroes of each other's lives, but now this person has died. We must learn to live without our champion and our other half. When a soulmate dies, we must mourn as we loved, heroically, grandly, and fully. Our grief will be as big as our love, and we must find equally grand ways in which to express it. This takes outsized courage and fortitude. We must be our own heroes on the quest for healing. The meditation reads, "When my soulmate dies, the only way to heal my grieving soul is with mourning that is as large as my love." August 29th. Intentions compressed into words, enfold magical power. A quote from Deepak Chopra. Our words have the power to communicate to ourselves, to others, and to the universe what we think, what we feel, and what we intend to think, feel, and be in the future. Language is magical. It's a tool both for self-understanding and for helping others understand. Let's put our grief into words, either verbally or in writing. Let's put our intentions for healing our grief into words too. Using words to capture and mold our inner truths gives them transformative power. The meditation reads, I'll put my grief and my intentions for healing my grief into words. August 30th. Self-worth comes from one thing, thinking that you are worthy. A quote from Dr. Wayne Dyer. Our grief can affect our self-esteem. If we blame ourselves for things having to do with the death, or if we shame ourselves for falling apart in grief, we can feel less than, not good enough, miserably inadequate. But we are worthy. It's just that the natural depression of our grief may be tricking us into believing that we're not. If clinical depression becomes part of our picture, our sense of self-worth may plummet even further. You are worthy of healing and a continued life full of meaning, joy, and love. So am I. Each and every one of us is. We all deserve to achieve reconciliation in grief and to go on to live and love well. If depression or other issues are eroding our sense of self-worth, in essence, roadblocking our path to healing, we should seek the help of a professional caregiver. We deserve to heal, but we will not heal if we do not feel worthy of healing. Meditation reads, I am worthy of healing. I deserve a continued life full of meaning, love, and joy. August 31st. You can clutch the past so tightly to your chest that it leaves your arms too full to embrace the present. A quote from Jan Glidewell. Grief is always a balancing act. In the early days and weeks, we are so overwhelmed by our loss that we can do little else, and yet we still have to eat and bathe and sleep. At some point, we have to go to work, take care of children, go grocery shopping, pay our bills, whatever our daily lives require of us. In other words, we must grieve and mourn while we are living. They become part of the activities of our lives, and how much time and energy we devote to them versus all our other life responsibilities is the balancing act we try to figure out anew every day. We don't always get it right. Sometimes we focus so much on our loss that we forsake our present lives. This is normal and even necessary at first, but eventually we must find a good balance. The more actively we mourn, the more the teeter-totter will begin to tip toward our new lives without the person who died. The meditation reads, I'm working on balancing mourning and living. Need to do both. September 1st. Optimism is a strategy for making a better future, because unless you believe that the future can be better, you are unlikely to step up and take responsibility for making it so. A quote from Noam Chomsky. It can be hard to be optimistic in grief. Through no fault of our own, loss has torn us apart. Life is painful and terrible. Why go on living when there's surely just more pain to come? Yet we hold on to hope, which is an expectation of a good that is yet to be. We will take the bargain that even though there is also more bad yet to be, the good will outweigh the bad. We are responsible for ourselves in this journey called grief. We are responsible for taking good care of ourselves, for mourning actively and openly, for being gentle and self compassionate. First, we foster hope. Then we nurture optimism. Then we step up and take responsibility for doing what needs to be done, one day at a time. That is our strategy. The meditation reads, I believe that the future will be better. I will step up and take responsibility for making it so. Please share, subscribe, and like. Remember that you are not alone, one day at a time.